Hi everybody, it's Ftmfw. Oh my god. Holy shit. I might as well say it. Fairy Tale Chapter Review 288. 5 out of 5. You heard me. You heard me. You heard me. You probably think I'm out of my gourd. 5 out of 5. This chapter of Fairy Tale kicked some major ass. And guess what? Guess what? Guess who did the ass kicking? Little girls. Yes, little girls. Little girls. Let's get into it. Man, this chapter was awesome. Just no Natsu fighting, no Gray, no Sabretooth. Yet it was awesome. Let's get into it. It's obviously Wendy versus Shelia. We get a page with her hugging bears and stuff. And we get end of the day. And it says, determination lies within those round and cute eyes. We get the guy from Magic Tournament saying, do your best, Wendy. I think there was one person in the crowd with a sign that said, I love little girls. But, you know, moving right along, we see Leon. Leon was a complete ass in this chapter. I'm sorry. He was sort of like this. He was always smirking at Gray and smirking every time we saw a scene with him. I think Hero just did that to piss off some people. There's like this scene with him just smiling. He says, Gray, witness Shelia's true strength and astonishment. And he's telling him, don't take Wendy lightly. You know, oh, they're so cute. You know, very little witch. You know, here I go. Wendy's saying, here I go. And we're about to begin the fight. Now, she brings out, no joking around, Wendy's going Sky Dragon Talons. Okay. But then something happens. At that moment when she does that, chant Sky Dragon Talons, I got her. She says, Shelia, and I'm not joking around when I mean this, Sky Gods. Did I hear correctly? Did she just say God? Yes, people, you heard correctly. Sky Gods. She said Polyus. Sky Gods. And then we get a scene, obviously, with Charlotte. She says Wendy, and then Natsu says Black Wind, and then Orga says that brat. So you now know, 100%, it is not even a debate. Orga, he's a God Slayer. It's not even, he is. Because of his reaction from that, you can gather that. And she said, oh, you're able to block that, then I'll do this. She does Sky Gods Dance. And I like what's going on here. The wind is black from Shelia. It's black. You can tell. You can really tell from Shelia that it's black. And she's like, far from over, she says. And then Wendy's bringing out Sky Dragon's hook and knocks her down. And then they both say, Wendy says, Sky Dragons, and Shelia says, Sky Gods. And then we got Godjill saying that Brad couldn't have the same magic as Wendy. And that's where Marvis says, lost magic. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear in this chapter to prove to me, once and for all, what the story is here. The story is, she's got the same kind of magic as Seraph. Things are going down. They're going down right now. I'm telling you right now, you know? And then there's Leon again with his smirk. He says, the sky's ultimate magic. Like, come on, Leon. What are you smiling for? You're not a villain. So why are you smiling like that? Like, your little stupid smirk. So we get... And what's funny is when Shelia does it, it's howl. It's not roar. It's howl. Huh. Which I found very interesting. So we get a huge explosion, blah, blah, blah. So it says the Sky God Slayer. We see Wendy is down. And then we see the guy who's from the Magic Council saying that he's God Slayer, magic that kills gods. And she says, I'm quite surprised. I heard about you from Leon, that there was a girl within Fairy Tail who uses similar magic to me. I'm sorry, did it hurt? I'm fine. It's a fight after all, Wendy says. Let's have a little more fun, she says, okay. And she says, I'll do the best for my guild. And then she says, Shelia, sure, that's fine. I'll do my best for love and the guild. She gets hit by her, and then we get thing with Elfman about saying to Wendy, you'll take over now. I'll leave everything the rest to you. And she's saying, I'm doing this sake for the guild, and I'll fight for real now. So then they just start to eat the air, and the air starts getting thin around everyone. Then she says, secret dragon technique. And I'm like, okay. And then that's when we see Polyustica saying she's already learned the technique. That means Wendy's prepared. She's been practicing remember those spells that Polyustica gave her from Grenadine? She's been practicing. She's been practicing those spells. Oh man, it's pretty awesome. So everybody's like saying, oh, Wendy's new technique. What is his technique? Shredding wedding. Oh, I think it's shredding wind. Or shredding wedding. And it's a wind barrier. And it's called piercing winds. And it's just this fucking blast that Wendy throws at her. Awesome. Just completely awesome. That was just... I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And then she blasts her. And then it seems like she's won, blah, blah, blah. And then Leon's like, she's like, Shelia, it was no fuck. Leon, it was no fuck. And then she says, I haven't been able to master Milky Way yet. So this is all of my power right now. There was another spell she had, Milky Way, but she hasn't mastered it yet. So, this is all she could do. And unfortunately, from this chapter, it's not enough. Because, she says, oh, maybe I overdid it, but with this, so it's down. Oh, wait. She says, sorry, give me a sec. These are just about to begin. And she says, you're pretty good after all, Wendy. And we got him again, Leon! Man, Leon, listen, I know you hate Gray, but enough with the smirking. But, this was, as from what I can see, a very good chapter. A very good chapter. 5 out of 5. Before I continue with this review, I need to open the blinds because there's not enough light in this room. Sorry about that. Sorry you don't see me. There was just not enough light in the room because you didn't see my face, blah, blah, blah. So, and it says her injuries have disappeared, Lucy says. Leon says, Wendy's Dragon Slayer magic was not enough, so she was able to restore herself. Sorry, but I don't think you even have a chance. She's even have a chance, supposedly. And then Gray is like, damn Leon. Damn Leon. We see her cousin there, Shelia's cousin, but anyway, moving right along. She says, are you okay? Are you giving up? And then we have a scene with the guy from the Magical Council I told you about. The guy who was pretending to be messed. Okay. He says, Wendy, and somebody brushes against him, and he says, sorry, it's fine. And the guy says, Magic Council guy says, Mistigan. So, Gial's there. Okay, so we see Gial, he's walking past him. He goes in. And on the side it says, the magic that crimes Siore has been searching for, and Zareth. Is the fate of the world about to take a turn for the worst? And he says, Shelia, that girl couldn't possibly have a connection to Zareth, could she? No. At this rate, Wendy's going to be in danger. And that's where it ends. And at the end, the very bottom of the chapter, it says to be continued in chapter 289, A Small Fist. That's a chapter. Wow. Holy shit. Best fight. I'm dead serious. Best fight. Best fight. Best fight of the fucking tournament, people. Natsu says it himself. The best fight of the tournament. This fight was ridiculous. Could not believe. I mean, a lot of questions. Personally, he's got a lot of questions to answer. Hero. He's got a lot of questions to answer. As far as what my thoughts are, amazing. Just completely amazing. I believe this to be the best fight of the tournament. I'm sorry. I can't argue. I can't argue. 5 out of 5. Best fight of the tournament. I'm sorry. The other fights were great. And Loxus going beast in the last chapter, that was good. You know, all that other stuff. But as far as a fight specifically, these two girls were going blow for blow. It was one of those fights where it's like, you know what I mean? Like neither side was giving up. And now we're going to get more. So this is awesome. The only question I have is for Shelia. And this is the question for this analysis of this review, for this, what I'm going to go deep in right now is this. Shelia, my question is this, and I got to give a question to everybody now for this week. Where do they learn Godslayer magic from? Think about it. I want to know where. I mean, you learn Dragon Slayer magic from a dragon, or you get a lacrima put in. Is that the same way? You learn Godslayer magic by having a lacrima put in you? It's all a mystery now. I'm just wondering because, man, it's just a lot of things to be answered next week's chapter for her hero. I don't think she has any connection to Zareth. He thinks so, Gial, but I don't think so. She has the same magic as Zareth, but I don't think she has any connection with Zareth. Now, as far as is Wendy gonna win, I don't think so. If she had mastered the other techniques, the other spells that she has learned, I think she could have won. But I don't think she's gonna win. But this was a great chapter. This fight was great. Godslayer magic. Godslayer wind magic against Dragon Slayer wind magic. You can't get any better than that. The only thing that can top this, literally, is if Orga fights Loxus in the next day, day 4. That's the only thing I can say. 5 out of 5. Tell me what you guys think. And like I said, question of the day. I think I'm going to start doing this when something like this happens. Tell me your thoughts. What do you guys think? Where do they learn Godslayer magic? Where do they learn Godslayer magic? We never found that out. We never found that out from Natsu fighting Zonkro or anything else. We never found it out. And I want to know. Where do they learn it? Where do they learn it? That's my question of the day for this analysis of this chapter. I need to know. It's very mysterious now. Now we're getting into good shit. Heroes pulling out the stops now, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Took them 3 days. Great chapter. Mavis knows. We saw from Mavis from last week. She had a feeling that there was something weird about this girl. So, yeah. Lost magic. And that is supposedly the ultimate sky technique. That's the only thing I didn't like about this chapter. Leon. Every chance we saw Leon was like this. He was smirking. Like, what are you doing? Really, Leon? That's the one thing that got bugged me. Him smirking all the time, like, yeah, my name's Leon. I do ice magic. I do different kind of ice magic from Gray. And I'm gonna smirk like this. What an idiot. Anyway, that's my review. Tell me what you guys think. Remember the question. Remember that question. God's Slayer magic. Where do they learn it from? I want to know. Because I have no clue. I'm thinking Lacrima, but is there something else? Also, here's another thing to think about. Did the dragons at one point fight the gods? Think about that. See you guys.